We want the funk. Give us the funk. I've been laying down the funk from Tennessee to Virginia today. Yeah, buddy, I've been having a great time. I'm just cruising. It's a beautiful day. It's hot, but it's beautiful. Clear skies. Sun's beat down. And I've been rocking this Soundstream V2 all day, and I've been able to see it, even with the sun coming down right on the dashboard. Because that screen is friggin' amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I had Jay and the team, actually it was Jay did it himself, over at Volunteer Audio in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. Last night, did the install, swapped out my Boom GTS for this beautiful new unit, and I've just been enjoying the ride today, testing out this Soundstream. In fact, yeah, it's taken me a long time to get home today, a lot longer than it should, because I keep pulling over and trying to test stuff out on the V2. It's been great. Now, I want to talk a little bit about my first impressions on the video today, but I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos on this over the next few weeks, because I'm leaving next week for a 6,500-mile trip up through New Jersey, out to Wyoming, looping around. It's going to be great. And that's one of the reasons I really wanted to get this V2, because I wanted this because I'm just tired of dealing with the Boom GTS stuff, and I'm really going to be putting this through its paces. So I'll be dropping videos. Maybe I'll try to do like one a week, just going over a particular aspect of the V2 and updating you on my experience with it as I go through the trip. Nothing fancy, just show and tell. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're interested in the Soundstream V2 for whatever reason, now might be a good time to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, so you can be notified when those videos uploaded. And if there's anything in particular you want to know, put it down in the description of this video, so I can add that to the list of stuff we'll talk about. I may be doing some shorts or something, I don't know. But anyway, just, right off the top of the bat, it's been a good experience today. I've really been happy. I'm really glad that I went ahead and pulled the trigger to do this head unit swap. And, it was the last thing that I had planned for my build, so I'm glad to have that done. But, I gotta say, let's talk about the screen a little bit, and I just want to tell you up front, I don't care what pictures you've seen or what video you've seen, it doesn't do this screen justice. When we booted up the bike last night after we had it in, I was like, holy crap, that is even so much better than I thought it was based on, the content that I'd seen before. It's super bright, it's super sharp, it's super crisp. Even the home screen, which I wasn't crazy about, looks really nice. It's good and sharp, yeah, I mean, thumbs up on this screen, edge to edge. What is it, 8.5 inches as it's measured or whatever? Just really nice, so much better than the Boom GTS. CarPlay, wireless CarPlay. I run wireless CarPlay in a couple of different vehicles, and I'm used to having CarPlay and using it extensively. It's one of the problems I have with the Boom GTS was that I couldn't really actually use that to the specs that it was designed because of the audio routing problems and codecs and blah blah blah. This solves that, and it's been a really good, just a really good experience. Got CarPlay up now. With that screen, you've got a little more real estate, so everything's a little larger. It's nice to have, a bigger view of maps. And I haven't tested the IO navigation in the unit itself. I won't do that until I'm out on the road, after next week. So if you're interested in that, watch for that video. But strictly using CarPlay today. And I have listened to music coming through the Neo 165 speakers that I put in, the Hertz speakers I put in a month or so ago, that's a couple months ago. At the end of this video, I'll play a little audio so you can kind of get a feel for the additional power that you get from this amp the amp built into this head unit versus what was in the stock. It is a big boost. Jay was telling me a month or so ago when I asked him, he thought it was measuring, because they had it up on a couple of different devices, looked like you're going to get at least 30% boost on audio power, and I definitely hear that for sure. But anyway, yeah, so with CarPlay, I think the only thing that I've got to get used to, and I may have to dial these in a little bit, are these this iData Link Maestro thumb controllers, because again, I've got a lot of experience using CarPlay on vehicles, and there's a little inconsistency in how you navigate CarPlay. It's not like other systems, and I think it goes back to how they have like the general navigation and the unit set up. Sometimes you go sideways on this to go from thing to thing. Sometimes you go up and down to go from thing to thing. But even like within elements of the screen, so like the horizontal menu there in CarPlay, if you go, so now I'm hitting left, and then sometimes you can hit left all the way down to go down and right to go up, but sometimes it gets stuck and you have to actually hit down. So it's a little weird. I'm going to look at the Maestro programming on that, but I think overall it's probably just me getting muscle memory down on that. With one exception, everything has been super responsive. I mean, from booting to navigation, everything's super fast. Excuse me, that's spewing pollution. Everything's super fast on here. There is a little bit of a lag issue when you are receiving like text messages, because it'll pop up on the screen and the audio actually won't pick up until about a second and a half into whatever the voice assistant's saying. So you miss that first little bit. That should be immediate. It's been immediate on every vehicle that I've ever used CarPlay in, including the 2 vehicles we own where I use it all the time. So I'm pretty sure that that's all going to come down to optimization as they get the software and the firmware and everything kind of settled in, dialed in, and all debugged and stuff. I'm not really concerned about it, to be honest with you. I figure it'll happen. It'll get fixed when it gets fixed. Not a big deal. Overall, I mean, I think I've been super impressed with Soundstream that they've had as few reported issues as I have seen, and they have been super responsive in getting fixes out. They've done 2 updates, I think, in 2 weeks to take care of some of the stuff. iData Link is getting updates out very quickly too. And again, if you work in tech, you understand this. That's a spammer. If you work in tech, like I said, you get this. If you're an experienced tech consumer, you get this. But something this complex to be released, it's not going to be perfect out of the bat. So there are going to be issues where you've got to get things addressed. I mean, no matter how much money and time you spend testing, when you're developing a product like this, there are use cases and edge cases which you're not prepared for, you don't even know about. But put this stuff out in the hands of users, and they're going to come up with all kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah, I've been super impressed. One thing, talking about responsiveness, just a little tip here. This clutch thumb sticky dealing, way that this is set up and programmed with volunteer audio anyway, is if you push in on that, you watch the screen here, that's a quick way to tab in between different modules in the system. So I've already gone through it once. I'm going to go here and go to headsets, let go, and it pops right there. As you can see here, I've got all the audio routed through to the headset. I think it says routing here is actually music, or yeah, it's music. I'm the one they call it routing, then call nav voice. So in a minute here, I'm going to switch this over to speaker and put up some royalty-free music, and we'll have a listen to what it sounds like at speed. Stock head unit, just the built-in amplifier, no external amplifier, and these Hertz speakers in the fairing. I have no other speakers other than the two you see here. So anyway, yeah, I've been very happy. Let's talk real quick about pairing. So the way that you get this stuff hooked up is the head unit is the kind of the master unit. So you're going to pair your smartphone to the head unit. If you're going to use CarPlay, you know, there's going to give you an option. You can pair it with CarPlay, or you can pair it for Bluetooth. Pair it for Bluetooth, you're not using CarPlay, you're just using the built-in stuff in the head unit. So once you hit CarPlay, that's going to hook it up through wireless CarPlay, super fast connect. Then the headset you're going to use, in my case I'm using my Cardo. So the Cardo, the comms unit, connects to the headset. So the headset sits between the two. The headset, the Cardo, the communicator cannot be connected to the phone. I'll get into this more in a future video. Another cool thing with this, you actually get two USB connections on the back of this head unit. One is the stock USB cable, goes to the USB A in your cubby hole, and then you get a new one. It's a USB-C. So you have two. Now the USB-C is charging only. You can't use that for data. Use your USB-A stock connection to do like software updates or play music off the thumb drive if you're one of those guys that do that, or girls. But the USB-C is for charging only, but it's nice now because, you know, sometimes if I'm riding 15 hours, 13 hours, whatever in a day, my Cardo might run low, so I can pop that in and charge that while I'm charging another device. It's that's a benefit. That is a perk. Now, I put a link to this little cable that I've got at home that I'm going to use here down in the description. It's the Amazon affiliate link, but I have a little cable that's about 5 inches long. It has a USB male on both sides, and that's important because the USB cable that's down here is a female, so you're going to have a cable to plug into that cable. What's that guy doing? Is that a cop? It's a weird looking cop car. But the one that I've got is a short one, which is important because you don't want to put a 3-foot cable in there. Again, that's all I wanted to let you know. I mean, this is cool. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear, if you want to see the upcoming content that I have on the V2. So I'm going to go ahead here and say goodbye. Have a funky day. Hit the funk out. And, you know, enjoy it wherever you are. I'll talk to you in a few days. I've got another thing that I'm going to be dropping a video on to make an announcement on, something I've been researching for a couple of years. And I found a solution to a problem that I know I have and that many, like millions of people live with, and a lot of you do too, because we talked about it here and in the Discord and stuff over the last, I don't know, few years. But anyway, watch for that to come out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch the routing here on the music, which says routing, to the external speakers, put on a track, and then let you hear what this sounds like coming over the speakers as we say bye-bye and peace. All right, this is 80 miles an hour. That's not distortion you hear, that's the track. I probably picked a better track. It's kind of got a raw beat to it. That's up all the way, and my helmet lid is up. Now my lid is down. this is all coming through the mic that I have that's connected to my GoPro, my helmet. I wear earbuds. I've got earbuds in, max protection. So what is that, like 26 dB reduction or whatever? And I can hear this fine. It's clear, it's loud. As I said before, I don't listen to music like this when I travel, but yeah, good. So there you go. Built-in amp, Hertz, Deotech, Deo, what's it? Again, adios.